Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas and welcome to Madden NFL 2004, Santa's Elves Franchise Year 2.
Yes, and I'm not so confident of Year 2 as I was in Year 1.
No, how come?
Well, because you somehow managed to pull off the miracle of only allowing about 11 points a game on defense. And I have no idea how you did it, because when I looked at the personnel on this team at the end of the season, the defense particularly was awful.
Wasn't so bad.
You had your fastest cornerback had 81 speed, and neither of your safeties had 70 for speed.
Just gotta play him deep.
Your two middle linebackers respectively had overall ratings of like 44 and 48 or something like that.
Yeah, but if your job is flat zone, right? Flat zone is the job description.
I mean, the only good players on the defense were the two defensive ends, actually, because even the defensive tackles are suspect, right?
Yep.
And of course, our left outside linebacker, who was a superstar player, right?
Yep.
But, you know, because we had Santa Claus playing left outside linebacker, of course. But I was amazed. And since then, in the practice league that we have going on the side for play development and that kind of thing,
yep,
I've been trying to play practice games and, trying to develop my defense. And I'm not as optimistic as I was at the beginning of last season. I don't think I'm going to do very well defensively.
I think you'll do fine.
I just can't deal with the hot potato pass thing, right?
You'll be fine.
And also, we went through the draft already off camera here for the Elves.
Yep, we did.
But one of the things that I did was I drafted a safety. Okay, I lied. Our faster, strong safety had 72 speed. And the other guy who had 70 speed retired because he was old.
Yep. But
he was playing the free safety position last season because our free safeties that we had were awful as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, this guy's got a 63 overall rating, which is not bad for a rookie. He's got 85 speed, though.
Yeah.
As well as 85 agility and okay acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
So, because what I noticed in the practice games I was playing is that if I was up against a team with a speedy receiver, like a, say, 95 speed or greater,
yep,
they could throw those slants over the middle and hit them in front of the safeties. And then that receiver, literally, because the pursuit angles in this game appear to be not very good, he could either run between the safeties and go for a touchdown, or he could run around one of the safeties to the outside.
Oh, God.
Which is why I decided to make a move towards speed at safety. And the same thing at free safety. I've got a rookie free safety with 83 speed.
Yeah, both of the rookies ended up being starters.
Yeah. And this guy at 70 speed, well, he was the backup free safety last season. I let the other guy go because the other strong safety was basically the starting free safety last season.
That's right, yep.
And at cornerback, of course, we have our nickel guy here, who you may remember we referred to as the grumpiest,
Mr. Grumpy, yep.
The grumpiest elf.
Yep.
Right? Because he always seemed to have a frown on his face, even when he did something good.
I think his face is just like that.
Yeah. And then this guy, I believe, was our number one cornerback with 81 speed. So I cleaned house in the defensive secondary. I got rid of 2 cornerbacks and drafted 2 rookies.
Yep.
One with 86 speed and one with 92 speed. So I'm trying to get a little bit more speed in the defensive backfield. And at right outside linebacker, we still have the same 2 guys that we had before. And neither of them are really up to my standard. But they're okay, I guess, so we'll go with them.
Yep.
And then at middle linebacker, I drafted another guy who basically turned out to be a starter. This guy was the better of the 2 linebackers that we had last season.
Because the other one retired.
Because the other one was actually old and retired, thank goodness. But anyway, I drafted it. This guy, I think, was our 2nd round draft pick, and I lucked out and I got a 71 overall rated middle linebacker.
Nice.
With 71 speed, which is pretty good. And look at the agility and acceleration on him too, right?
Yep.
So he should be able to, like pursue ball carriers and make tackles and that kind of thing, which is something that we were a bit lacking before. Because this guy at 62 speed, I mean, he's those agility, and I would have added another linebacker if I'd been able to, right? But there weren't that many in the draft. I couldn't find the suitable.
As it stands, we actually forgot to re-sign our punter, so
Yeah.
we ended up signing a punter out of free agency.
Yeah. Well, I think he ended up being a rookie from the draft as well that somebody didn't sign.
That's right, yeah.
But anyway, I think I was lucky to get this linebacker, never mind two of them, right? I would have gotten two if they'd been two half decent ones available, but basically this guy was the fastest of the crop of middle linebackers in the draft.
Yep.
So anyway, a left outside linebacker, of course, we've got Santa Claus. And then this guy isn't really any worse than anybody else we've got playing linebacker, so as a backup. Defensive tackle looks the same, except that we used to have 4, but the oldest one retired, and he was actually...
the good one.
Well, one of the good ones. This guy here isn't too bad either. But, the other guy, I believe, was basically defensive tackle 2. He was ahead of Styles here in the depth chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got a little weaker at defensive tackle.
Yep.
And then, of course, at right end, we still had 3 right defensive ends for some reason. 2 of them are absolute dog shit. And then we've got Mr. R.J. Hennings here. And I put him through the trench fight drill and gave him more strength, so he's got 92 strength.
Nice.
And then left end, Fernandez. And for a left end, he's not too bad. He's got okay speed. He's got okay acceleration and everything, so he can play the left end position. And then we can go to what you added now.
We have, offense, so I guess I'll start from quarterback. And we didn't do anything there, we just lost some quarterbacks. But we still have Santa Claus and Santa Claus. I can't remember which one of these ones got injured. This one got injured. Well, maybe they both got injured. No, this one got injured, because his injury rating
is 90.
Instead of 99, yeah. And then...
yeah, you drafted
I drafted 2 halfbacks. We got this guy who was a first-round pick, and he ended up being the starter. And he's like a Kelvin Allen kind of guy from Madden 05.
Yep.
Not quite as agile, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good.
Can't catch as well either.
No, he's not going to be catching any passes out there.
And then our starter from last year became the secondary guy. He's kind of like a mixed jack-of-all-trades back. And then our third string guy is also a new draft, and he's also a Kelvin Allen kind of guy, except with worse agility.
Yeah, but he can catch a little bit.
But he can't break tackles very well.
Yeah.
In spite of being 234 pounds. Honestly, I'm surprised he's that fast at 234 pounds.
Yeah. And then for some reason you decided that you had wanted to keep Coyle and Patrick Stewart, in spite of Patrick Stewart being probably almost 90 years old by now.
Yep, they're all still out there. Well, you know what? I was planning on running 3 halfbacks this year in the offense, so we might need these guys in order to be backups. And then we've got Darius Collins at fullback. He's going to be lonely at fullback, though, because I'm thinking about running 3 halfbacks this year instead of as many fullbacks as I was. So.
Well, he is a mediocre fullback anyway, at best. He's basically there because you had to fill a position, right?
We have all the same wide receivers. I didn't draft anything. I gave you most of all the draft picks.
Yeah.
I had to draft a tight end out of free agency because we actually need 3 tight ends and our 1 tight end retired, and I didn't think about that during the draft, so I just kind of signed a guy.
And we actually had, well, to tell you the truth, even though we had 7 draft picks, we were short more players than that on the roster.
Yep.
Right?
Well,
like we couldn't even fill the roster by drafting 7 players.
And not only that, but if this game would allow it, I would have converted these players in position. Yeah. But you can't actually change. You can see position is grayed out. You can't actually change their position in this game.
Yeah, which is kind of a drag, but anyway.
Yeah, not like you can do in Madden 05. Otherwise, I would have taken some of these halfbacks who actually have decent hands, and I would have converted them to tight end. Right? And then we would have had our tight end. Or I could have taken the fullback and converted him to tight end. So, you know, that was kind of a drag, but it's nothing we could do about it, so.
Yeah.
That's why we had to sign a guy at a free agency. Sorry.
Yeah, actually we signed all 7 of our draft picks, and I think we had to sign 2 or 3 other players out of free agency just to fill our roster.
Yep.
Right, to get the minimum number of players required to field a team.
And then we've got the same old 2 left tackles. We got the same left guards, I think. I think a center maybe retired. I don't know. I know a right guard retired.
Yeah, we had a lot of player retirements on this team.
And then I drafted a new right tackle, and he ended up being the starter. So
I think this team only started with 1 right tackle to begin with, too. Right.
Yeah.
So Devine there was the starter last season, even though he was not a very good player because he was the only one. Mm-hmm. And then the backup was like a left tackle or something.
But yeah, so that's what we got to work with.
Yeah. So we're a little better off than we were, but I have to say that I still have concerns. But I guess we'll see how things go. Because I'm going to be interested to see how you function against the Madden 04 AI defense, too.
I haven't practiced at all, so I have no idea what this is going to be like.
Well, I can tell you that when they use press coverage, your receivers' pass routes basically are ruined, which is why last season, if you'll remember, I used a lot of motion, and I would snap the ball while my motion man was still moving. Mm-hmm. I assume it's this playbook.
3 halfback. The 1-2 down.
Three halfback. Okay. And that way, because I discovered that if a player is moving parallel to the line of scrimmage, the defender can't jam him, even if he has press coverage assignment. So we're going to try this one, I guess, for now.
All right.
I'm working on about 2 or 3 different playbooks.
Just trying to find what works.
Trying to find something that works.
I ended up directly porting my playbook all the way back from Madden 05. So it's the exact same playbook pretty much, with almost all the exact same plays. There's only a few differences because the single back 3 tight ends doesn't exist in this game, so I had to make it. And I made a left version and a right version out of the goal line.
Well, I discovered on my side of the defense that most of the things that I did in Madden 05 don't work.
Oh,
in Madden 04.
That's unfortunate.
Well, partly because the quarterback, hot potatoes the ball out as soon as an unblocked player crosses the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And so I'm still trying to solve that mystery of how to deal with that. Right?
I don't know how I managed to deal with it because I just backported my playbook from Madden 05 then too.
He'll make throws that no other quarterback would ever think about making.
Maybe I was just so overly pessimistic in my playbook design that things kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Stingers have some good receivers too.
I don't know. You did a good job last season anyway. I think I'm going to have trouble even coming close to that performance.
I had some rough games though, if I recall.
Yep.
At least a few.
So we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
This is a team that plays as
there they are, the red and green.
Right now.
Yep.
They're all jumping up
and
down
the Santa
at the same
Claus.
time.
Yep.
And let's go to the field for the coin toss.
Okay. So I guess we want to defend this end. One thing I noticed too is watch out when you're punting and kicking, because punt and kickoff return coverage in this game
Is not as good.
is a nightmare. I found myself tempted to just, on kickoffs, to just kick the ball out of bounds and let them start at the 40. Like, wow. And as for punting, don't angle your punts, right? If you're going to do the short punt thing, just do it straight ahead right down the middle, because they will field them. Yeah, right? Like the punt returner will run up and he'll field that punt, and if you angle those short punts, then he's offset from the coverage a little bit.
Yep.
And if he gets a couple of blocks, he can take it the other way for a touchdown.
Oh, that happened to you, did it?
Yes, it did. So I learned, though, that if you pooch punt straight ahead down the middle, then the punt returner will try and pick up the ball or either field it or pick it up off the ground. And if he does, then your coverage is at least right there to tackle him.
Well, if I recall, though, too, the punting game isn't such a nightmare in this one.
Well, I mean, the kick meter is still the kick meter, right? But
oh yeah, you got to set your defensive audibles here.
yes, I do.
And because I'm kicking off, you'll be using it first anyways. Yeah, they set you over in the middle of the whole thing instead of on the far left here now.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I did a lot of work trying to balance sliders for this game because I would play AI teams against each other and try to get them to have a somewhat reasonable score at the end of a game.
Yeah.
And you would see all kinds of things like a ridiculous number of interceptions, a ridiculous number of punt returns for a touchdown. We're talking like 2 or 3 punt returns or kick returns for a touchdown a game. Like, the game on default sliders really had a lot of things wrong with it. And I think, too, it was because the game was probably balanced for 5-minute quarters.
Yeah, maybe.
But, you know, so basically they run an entire game's worth of plays in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Which is why we tend to milk the clock when we have the possession
Oh god,
of the ball.
I just kicked that out of bounds. Oh no, I didn't.
No, you kicked it right out the back of the end zone.
He got hold of it. He kicks that one out of
Wow.
the end zone.
Yeah,
With a
that
kick
was
like
totally
that,
flubbed.
You don't give the other
Yep.
team a shot to return it.
Well, here we
They'll
go.
go from the I formation.
Kicking's still going to be an adventure.
Yes, kicking will still be an
So I
adventure.
don't know what kind of team the Stingers are in this one.
Man in motion.
And we didn't think to check.
Nope.
With the carry.
But even though the same teams are in this one, they have slightly different characteristics because we re-randomized them for this franchise.
Yeah.
Loosening up the coverage on the outside.
So one of the things I'm doing is I'm playing off and I'm trying to drop a deep defender, like a deep zone defender into the middle.
Yep.
Dropping back. Pressure coming.
Come back here. Oh, look at that. Wow.
Behind this one. Third down.
Wow, everybody had a shot at that one.
Yeah. Oh, I got to look at that again. Wow. You see that?
Yep.
And then,
He just outran you.
no, look at that though. That magic tackle, or yeah, that
Yeah, that's
magic,
a tackle,
that
right
magic,
tackle.
that magic right tackle. He saw me coming through his rear view mirror, right? And he knew exactly when to turn around.
Well, to be fair, what kind of tackle would turn around like that anyways?
Play on the field.
I don't know.
Some of that you got to chalk up to this just being an old game.
They'll be faced with a long
I think.
third down play here.
Yeah, but I was robbed. Okay, well, we're going to try our luck with a little bit of this now.
Closing in. Passing right.
See that?
He hits his target.
Yep.
Now, this
Right,
is
the
one
hot
heck of a
potato,
play.
and
You're in
the
the
zone
hole
defender
here on
doesn't
third
seem
down.
to react
Got
very
through this
quickly.
perfect
He
play.
doesn't
Gets him
know
first and keeps the drive going.
They'll
to
go from the I formation.
move ahead and try and challenge on that, right?
Yep.
The corners are backing off.
Yeah, the only way I found to defend the flats this game was with linebacker flats, and that's because the only reason they end up at the correct depth. Oh, well, we're gonna get this now.
Yep.
But the only reason they end up at the correct depth to play their flat zones is because they have to run sideways to get there.
In the 15-yard variety. They said he grabbed
Well, he
it
isn't going to be
and
catching another
it's gonna be
one.
an automatic first down.
First and 10. Combs gets rid of it.
Well, there, he just threw an interception.
Well, okay.
Great reason. Came up with the interception.
Yeah, that's something you got to be careful about in this game.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, what I noticed when I was trying to play defense in this game with the practice league is if I stopped them, more often than not, it was because of an interception. If I did not get an interception, they would score, right?
Yep.
So either I get an interception or they score.
That was just the defensive line getting lower than the offensive
So
line.
I don't want to tinker with interception chances anymore because that appears to be the only way I can stop them from scoring.
Yep. We'll do this.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 26.
Well, they got 3 guys stacked up on that side and only 2 on the other, so...
Try this.
Yeah. Well, so long as you don't get jammed, you're probably okay.
Throwing. And it's caught. The receiver did a nice job creating some separation, enabling him to make the reception.
The defense needs to keep track of that guy a little better. He can make that kind of grab anytime.
Melissa, what can you tell us?
Wow, is that ever yellow?
That is very bright yellow.
That is really hard to read.
That it's a minor injury. They expect he'll take a series or 2 off, then return to the field.
Thank you. That was Melissa.
I don't know. I couldn't read that. Could you?
Nope.
The home team using
Oh, well.
motion.
Anyway, Melissa says that he'll be back soon, so...
Not much there. Maybe a
Well, no such luck on the ground game this time.
Yeah. Well, what I found, generally speaking, and I think that the alignment of the defensive line has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, running wide is harder.
I actually believe that Madden 04's AI plays better defense than Madden 05's AI does. In spite of the fact that they talked up the Fear the D and put Ray Lewis's picture on the cover for Madden 05. Like, I think that the defense does not play as well.
return is setting up nicely.
Oh,
And he has
he juked me.
Yeah.
A nice return there.
That was
It's
good
okay,
block.
though.
The returner was able to
Well,
find some
the
open
main thing
space
is if
and
you
make the
manage
most
to
of it.
stop them from running it
and
back
10.
for a touchdown, then
Ball on
I
their
guess
own
you did
31.
okay.
Combs, the lone back.
Okay, that's interesting, but all right.
Throwing on first down. Pressure. He surveys the field. Rolling out to his right. With the throw.
Just threw another one. Okay, let's run this way.
man. What the hell?
I tell you, you don't get a whole lot
See,
of
though,
these
that guy was
guys.
actually able to run with the receiver, right?
Yep.
He brings it in
Like,
for an
getting those
interception.
80-plus speed defensive backs out there, the corners and the safeties, I think really helped a lot, right?
Yep.
Because that probably would have been a long bomb touchdown otherwise.
Ewert. Gain of a couple on that carry.
That being said, I noticed that you don't tend to get the runs for a loss like you do in Madden 05, right? If you do get sort of a failed run play, it looks more like what this play just looked like.
Yep.
Right? Where you'll get a yard or two, maybe 3, and then they stop you. And the thing is, you need to get at least one run that gets better than 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards, if you're only going to get 2 or 3 yards on the other 2 carries, right? Like, you're not going to be able to make a living just running the ball in this game because they will eventually stop you.
Dropping back, pressure coming, gets rid of it, and it's complete. They'll mark it at the 47. Gain of 3.
That's one thing I noticed. If you catch them in a zone defense, that little stick route works really well. But in man coverage, it seems like when you hit the receiver with it and he catches it, he has a little bit of trouble, getting turned around to run up the field.
Yep.
There's
Oh, God, we just shanked that.
He kicks a
Oh, you just kick that one out. Well, you know what?
It's a touchback.
If everyone that you screw up goes straight, then I guess it could be worse, right?
So they have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Throwing.
See that hot potato, right?
That
Yep.
looked like a
But
catch
you forced
until
the
he got
drop.
nailed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good it knocked the ball right out of his hands.
Stingers line up in the bunch formation.
Sideline, D. You got him. You got him. They got nothing.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. Great throw.
Well, Santa Claus will move up and challenge it.
On that reception.
Soft hands are something very special to find in a receiver.
Third and 7. Ball on their own 23.
You'll notice that I've got a variant of that flex defense that I was running. But I have to do it a little bit differently, though. I find that I have to go with a 4-man rush.
Yep.
You know, instead of just 3.
Like that. The other team really has to dig in there and play some tight coverage.
And there is no punt block man. So I guess I have to just go with punt return. Okay, where's my... there we go.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt.
Is there actually no punt block man anymore?
That's right, I looked. There is no punt block man. And I know because that's my favorite thing and I look for it, right?
I guess you could do punt return man.
Yeah. Punt return safe man probably is going to become the standard.
Drops back, closing in with the pass, and he makes the grab. He had a quick release on that pass.
And when you talk about precision passing, that's what you mean.
They need 6.
Well, you made some positive yards there, but...
Changing the play now.
See, if you can get 3 or 4 yards here, then you'll have more options on 3rd down, right?
Yep.
And that's something that can happen because of that spaced line, right? It's a little bit easier to run up the middle.
I just realized our starting halfback can't catch, and I have a lot of passes that I throw to the halfback.
Well, I guess you'll have to be using a lot of substitution packages or something.
Yeah.
They do have packages in this game. I haven't really explored to see if you can do your own custom packages. But I imagine that halfback sub is probably a standard package, right, that you can access in the play calling screen, I would think.
Passing on 1st down. Under pressure with the throw, and he hits his target. Number 9 flings that pass in there.
Now that is a great throw. The quarterback surveyed the field, found the open guy, and got the ball to him in a hurry.
That little curl to Stewart there works pretty good, I found, too. And also that swing pass to Heward.
Dropping back the pass on 1st down.
It's just, the only trick to getting that pass that you just completed to work is quite often it'll get batted down at the line, right?
Yeah, well, I threw it as a touch pass there.
Yeah, you pretty well have to, because if you try to throw it hard, it'll even if they don't stick their hands up, it'll hit the back of your offensive lineman in the helmet or something, right?
Yep.
You know, it's hard to get that pass over the offensive line just because you're so close. That thing to Taylor is a good pattern, too, in this game.
Pressure with the pass. He has it. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one 1st down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
Man in motion. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure coming.
I'm glad you saw him.
Of course I saw him. Uh-oh, someone's hurt.
He's hurt.
Oh no, Santa Claus is hurt again?
That's okay. He can come back. He's immortal.
Yeah, that's true. We do have another Santa Claus.
Yeah, he'll just put a different numbered jersey on and come right back out.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line. Number 1 sends a man in motion. Closing in with the pass.
He dropped it.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he can't catch very well, that guy.
Yeah, we might end up subbing him out. He might have to play 3rd string.
Yeah, well, that's the one thing. The guy who was the starter, I can't even pronounce his name.
Iannacone.
Yeah, Iannacone. Yeah, he could catch.
Under pressure.
Yeah, you got some jam coverage going on there, and then that guy dropped it.
Yeah, but he's an actual wide receiver. So
I know. There was a reason why, if I were playing offense this season, some of these wide receivers would be in free agency, though.
Melissa, what have you heard?
Good news,
Oh, I
Alan.
took your one pass catching halfback through the wide receiver catch drill too, to try and make his catching a little better. Didn't do very well though, because he you know, even though he's got so hands for a halfback. Oh, flat.
I tried. Oh shit, I went and accidentally hurried up.
Oh, I'll call a timeout. Call a timeout, kick a field goal.
The home team call a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
Oh, did you put the field goal unit on? No, you didn't.
Oh my god.
Call another timeout. Put
Why
the
didn't it
field goal
default me
unit.
to the fucking field goal unit?
Because the windows are different in this game. You need
Ah.
no. Just call another
can't.
time. Well, then take the 5-yard penalty, and then put the field goal unit on.
Well, because normally it just it auto selects the row for you,
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't in
but
this
it
game.
doesn't in this one. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so we have to do this then.
Yeah, you actually have to look for the play that you want because it doesn't auto select the.
Well, we'll miss a field goal. Don't worry about it.
No, don't miss the field goal. You got to hit the field goal. There, I think you got it.
And it's on its
We'll just say that we're eating up some clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the kickoff team.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that those tight end flats, look for those when you have those in your pass play because they work better in this game than they do in Madden 05.
You mean they work like they're supposed to in real life?
Yeah, you know how in real life, when you have the slant flat, and the idea is that you want to throw the pass to the tight end running the flat?
Yep.
Well, it actually works that way.
1st and 10. The corners playing off a bit. Duplessis comes in motion. Pressure, gets rid of it.
Ooh, trying to throw another one there, hey?
Yep, no, that's
Defender was
Mr.
in a
Grumpy.
Perfect position
Yep.
to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
They'll go from the shotgun.
Bust his grill, D. Yeah. Come on, get up. Get in there.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Throwing. And he makes the grab. A display of great hands on that catch.
That receiver has all the tools.
About 6 to go. The corners playing off a bit.
Here come the heat.
With the
Damn
pass,
it.
with the adjustment.
Uh-oh, face mask.
Down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, what else is new?
They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around that you just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 41.
And I forgot you don't have to do a... Oh, wow, look at that. It actually worked. See that? That's what I mean by hot potato, though. Like, in Madden 05, that's a sack because he can't actually throw the ball away that fast.
He can't even move his arm in that way.
Yeah. So, there you go.
They line up in the I formation. Stingers using motion. Tosses it out to the right.
Oh. See that?
Yep.
Wow.
Did a nice job on that run.
Got some real professional tackling going on there.
Yeah.
They'll have to make some adjustments.
Yeah, that kind of thing is, you know, it's like they don't have a tackle animation to branch into or something in certain situations.
Well, if you look at it, they make contact, but the guy just kind of bounces off, and they make a sound effect there. So what I think that is, like, they're not using an animation for that. That's his break tackle rating basically coming into play, I think. I think that's what that looks like in this game, instead of, like, the run you over kind of thing, like you see in Madden 05.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
The corners are backing off. They'll go from the I formation. Closing in with the pass. Behind. Good.
If he can make catches like that regularly, he can expect to see more passes thrown in his direction.
As they get ready for this third down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your
Well, he
defense
almost had it, but he took a hit from that safety.
Yeah.
Saw the pressure and got rid of the ball.
He knew he didn't have much time.
Well, see, I was playing a zone there, but sometimes the, like the guy running the curl flat there will play deep if there's nobody going out into the flat. That's a behavior that I noticed. So I guess even if the receiver catches the ball there, at least there's another guy there to help tackle, right?
Yep.
So far, I'm going to have to try pressing the other button, maybe, so I don't have to cycle through, yeah, you see this? You don't see this in Madden 05 either, right?
Yep. Yeah, they don't field them when they go back that far. I think we're going to make some substitutions right now.
Well, Coney, or however you say it, can catch the ball at least.
And we go back.
And your other guy can catch the ball too.
I know.
And that's the other guy that I worked on, and I gained a catching point, even though he dropped most of the passes that I was trying to catch in the wide receiver catch drill, right?
Hand off to the tailback. Tackle at the 5.
Well, that didn't work out.
About a 2-yard gain here.
You picked up a yard.
Deep in their own territory.
That's another thing too. If you decide to do a third down punt here, use max protect, because I actually got a punt blocked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never seen that before, but yeah, they AI is capable of blocking a punt if you don't, you know, if they have a regular defense out there, and if you don't have max protect.
Good to know.
Just figured I would warn you.
Number 37.
Warning noted.
Drops back under pressure. Gets
Ooh.
the pass off.
Wow.
Incomplete.
I tried to get it away.
Yeah, you can't roll around either, right?
I had to
Those-
because the right side of the pocket was collapsing, so I had to get out of there.
Yeah, because those defensive ends with those that wide position and then those loops like that, yeah, go max protect if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I had to roll around though because the right side of the line was collapsing.
Number 19 will come into this game to punt.
And just boot it straight ahead. See that guy running?
Yep, he's still going to try to field it.
Yep.
Oh, no, he might not now.
No, he won't now. Once it lands, then you're okay.
Yep.
But if that was an All Madden player back there, he might have been able to track that down, eh?
It's 1st and 10. The corners playing off a bit. Pass play here on 1st down with the pass. Good throw. Good looking play there.
See, hot potato into coverage, right? Like, there's no way that you or I would throw that pass,
No.
right?
Stingers line up in trips bunch.
Tiger out. Take him out. Fire out.
Going to the air on 1st down. Pressure, throws it.
Whoa.
John, it looked like that was going to
You're going to get
confirm.
another interception here right away.
To end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 48.
Get at him, Pete. Bulldog under.
Phillips sends a man in motion. Pressure coming. Throwing. Perfect pass. Pickup of about 5.
I'm happy with how he moved up there, at least.
Yeah.
Sideline, D. We got nothing from the pain.
With the pass.
Ah,
You see that, though?
slant pass, yep.
And I had a guy in the middle there, too. But they've still got that same flaw where there's like too big of a dead spot between this guy's cut zone and that guy's zone.
Yep.
Right? Because you shouldn't be able to drop a pass in between them like that. That should be like a horribly dangerous thing to
And we
do,
go back
right?
to the game.
Yep. But it's not.
First and
No,
10.
the only way I was
Ball
able to
on the
solve the
32-yard
slant pass
line.
problem was to basically run double hook zone defenses, right?
Yeah.
Closing in with the throw.
I'm pretty sure that they see that. Now that guy there just outran that safety, right? I think we've got some subs in already. Because,
yeah, I think
because,
they sub. They maybe we'll have to see.
let's just see who's in there right now. Yep, they subbed in the slow guy, right? That's why if it had been this guy on the field, he would have stopped them. I might just sub them back out at some point in this game if that happens too many times. Because the pursuit angles in this game are really very poor. You know, like the players will not choose
Riggs comes in for
the
extra
correct
point.
pursuit angle. We think that they're bad in Madden 05, but they're worse in this game.
The point after
Right,
is
that's
good.
one thing about
Great drive
this
that
game is that
culminates in a
pursuit
trip to the end
angles are
zone.
very, very
Gives them the lead.
crappy.
That's a big drive that they really needed.
And that there was partly pursuit angle and partly that guy's not fast enough to play the position he's in, right?
Now it's up to their defense to keep the pressure on.
From the 1. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense. Number 37, the man in motion, directing traffic. Pass play here on 1st down, under pressure. This one falls incomplete. That incomplete pass.
Well, that's a
brings up
shame.
second
I hit him right in the chest with it.
Yep. I don't know whether it's part of it or not, but I found that the more alone a receiver is, the more likely he is to catch it too. Like if you can manage to hit a receiver where there's not a defender, you know, like anywhere near him, he's far more likely to catch the ball. Whereas in close coverage situations like that, quite often he'll drop it.
Throwing. And this pass is completed. Taylor is doing a good job finding the open area in the coverage, and that's his 3rd catch.
But you can see how this game is, right? Like, I've got 2 interceptions in this game, and yet they're still going to have a ridiculous amount of passing yardage, right? That's because it's all or nothing. You either pick them off and take the ball away from them, or they score.
Drops back, pressure with the pass. A little behind, but he has it. Good read on that pass play.
They brought some extra guys to try and get some
I totally
pressure.
hot potatoed that out of there.
Yeah,
The hot
well,
potato is the thing.
Yeah, well, you know what? Psychic receivers, I guess, work
Both ways.
Both ways, right? Yeah.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
But I've been finding, too, like, it's extremely hard to run against the AI in this game. And it's because of that wide line, right?
Pressure coming. Looking for a receiver.
Pull it down and run.
Out to his right. Gets the pass off across midfield.
Don't gotta worry about running.
41-yard line.
Just do that.
Yeah.
And that's
We'll
a-
play
Yeah.
sandlot football out here.
Yeah, because everybody got jammed, right? Like, whatever patterns they were running, they were just making them up as they went along.
Actually, that guy he still ran his pattern, but I just had to wait a little
Play of this
longer.
drive. Man in motion. Throwing on 1st down. Steps up.
Oh,
He
defensive
surveys the
tackle.
field. Good coverage scheme there, creating
Defensive
problems for
tackle.
the quarterback.
Yeah.
He's had a tough time making reads when the defense mixes up.
That's
their
why I
offense.
find that
What you want to do is look
it's
for the
hard to
middle of
play
the
against
field
the AI
with
defense
seam
in this
right
game, though,
between the
because
corner and the
if you
safety
take
for
too deep a
completion.
drop, those defensive ends will get around the tackles and get after you. So you have to stay shallow in the pocket, but then you need the interior offensive line to hold up, because otherwise a defensive tackle will get through and sack you anyway, right? Sometimes there's just no way
Closing in.
no
Gets the
way to
pass
win,
off.
right?
He hits his receiver.
Was that a square out that you just...
Yeah, it was.
Total to 5.
This is kind of how Madden 04 goes. Right,
Yep.
you can do all kinds of crazy things in Madden 04. And actually, this is probably why I was into so many bad habits when we first started Madden 05.
Number 1. Get set. He'll keep it. And he just gets by the 1st down marker. Well, they kept it in the quarterback's hand.
And they picked up the 1st down, but you want to make sure you don't get them too banged up.
Swift in motion.
Well, you got his own defense there.
To the air on 1st down. Surveying the field. Buying time. Gets rid of it.
Oh, are they calling that out
I'm
of
gonna
bounds?
challenge that.
Oh boy.
I thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call on the field is questionable. They might decide that they made an incorrect call and
1,
reverse it.
2.
It appeared he did a great
Yeah.
job of keeping
What
the balance
are
along
our
the
receivers
sideline.
required to
Yeah,
get
the
3
only
feet in,
question
or
is,
what?
Did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
I don't know. There was a lot of spaghetti leg type things going on there, but I'm pretty sure he got. Oh
Yeah, it's because he went and had his tippy toe on the ground.
Yeah.
Just wasn't enough
Yeah.
evidence to reverse it.
This is one of these cases where
It's because he got a funny animation. Basically, they counted it as like his toe not touching the ground because he still had it slightly picked up there.
Man in motion.
Zone defense again.
Dropping back under pressure with the throw.
Well,
They move the sticks with that completion.
ooh,
I'll tell you, he put
somebody
that one
was
right
open
on
over
money.
the middle.
They're just out there playing a little pitch and
Yep.
catch.
Yeah, those swing routes to the halfbacks work pretty well too at times, I've discovered.
Here on first down, it's the pass.
Although you have to get the right look, right? Like you have to kind of watch him a little
I
bit.
mostly just threw it there because I needed to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And he got it out to his back for a positive pickup.
2nd and 9 coming up here.
I wonder how well these work in this game.
I don't know. They've been playing a lot of zone defense against you, so it might work okay. But you need to get that guy moving or you're going to run out of time before he gets there.
Oh shit, I threw it the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Different button in this game. It's a different button in this game. I went and got my buttons mixed up.
Put it up and hoped that one of his receivers would run underneath.
Well, I see another field goal in your near future.
Have faith.
Arizona lines up with 7 guys in the second half.
This looks like man coverage. I'd watch out for a jam here.
The home team using motion.
Oh shit, I went and mashed the button because he wouldn't go. I hate that so much.
Oh well, kick the field goal. We'll get
I
a little
hate when they
closer.
won't actually do that, right?
Yeah, well, some
Some formations,
yeah,
they just
it
don't.
seems to be formation dependent. Some formations will allow you to snap the ball whenever you want, and other ones, I'm not sure whether it's because a different player changes position.
Yeah, well, probably, but
at the
also
same
it seems
time,
to
or-
still be bad with wide receivers.
Yeah, and you got to wait for that different player to, very firmly
Sumo.
plant both feet before you can snap the ball. Otherwise, you got 2 guys moving at the same time, right? Oh yeah, you got to chase him to the inside too. If you don't, he'll get away from you. That's something else that I discovered.
And the passing game worked to perfection. So we'd expect them to try to continue to do the same thing and move the ball through the air against this defense. The corners
I'm
are
actually
giving a
thinking
bit
it
of a
might be
cushion.
better to kick off middle with our kick distance.
They'll go from
Think
the
so?
I formation. Sims.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
This one falls incomplete.
Did I get a penalty for that? No. Oh, okay. I guess he stopped. I didn't stop, but he did.
Phillips gets set. Pressure, throwing. This pass is incomplete. He just couldn't find a way to bring in that pass.
I think that was a case of just thinking about what he was going to do with it once he caught it, instead of thinking about catching it. You got to catch it first before you can think about what you're going to do with it once you get it.
With the throw.
Oh, well.
Just overthrew that one.
That pass
Luckily, I was
overthrown.
playing a deep zone there. He tried, though.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. And he signals for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made
Okay.
the right decision there.
You know, I think we're going to go to the cheesy posts again.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll keep running cheesy posts all game long until they stop working.
Yeah, well, looks like they're going to jam you here, so you're probably going to have to do a little scrambling or something in order to buy yourself some time.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Looking for a receiver.
I tried to throw it. I'm pressing the button.
Well, John, they kept it in
Oh,
the
look, if you press any button, it hurries up the
Quarterback
offense.
got knocked
Yeah.
around, but that was about
That's
it.
weird.
They'll head right
No, it
back
looks
to
Well,
like you've
somehow I
got...
ended up in this, too.
Yeah. That's man coverage, so...
Well, fuck it. We'll make it up as we go along. Yeah, that looks like a play that would work.
Okay, sure.
Pressure coming with the throw.
Oh, I hit him in the hands. Oh, and then I pressed the button again. I hate that.
No huddle.
Ugh.
That's going to drive me insane.
It's going to be a long season, folks.
Well, I tend to press a lot of buttons, right? Just impulsively, I press buttons.
Well, maybe you can hit Taylor on the left with the streak out again.
Yeah, who knows?
Hmm.
Closing in. Throws it.
Yep.
Oh, he makes the catch anyway. Taylor is there again. Always
4th and
finding
1.
room when there doesn't appear to be any.
Well, we probably could sneak it here, but...
Probably could have, yeah. But you can't now.
Number 19 lines up in the back.
Well...
Let's
You know
get
what,
back
It's
to
up to
play
you.
on the
I don't
field.
care.
The home
Fuck
team
it.
call
You'll
a
probably
timeout.
make it anyway.
That's their 3rd and final timeout.
Ooh,
Excuse you.
you used up all the timeouts in the
I
first
did.
half, too.
I used up all the timeouts.
Yeah.
He'll sneak it.
Might as well play 4-down football because, like I said, most of the time here, I either get an interception or they score, right? The only thing that surprises me is that this game is as low scoring as it is so far.
See, we actually have a play drawing where he actually runs that slot streak. Has an intentional slot streak.
Yeah, that guy's going to jam him, though, now. Unless you...
With a man in
Oh,
motion.
okay. It looks like it's a zone defense.
Throwing on
Oh,
first
god
down.
damn it.
Yeah, you need to...
Incomplete pass.
The motion and, like, the amount of time it takes. is
I
just
would
driving
say
me crazy.
you need more than 10
Second down and 10 to
seconds, right?
Ball on their own 48.
If you're going to use motion. I don't worry about running the clock right down to 1 second if I'm going to move somebody.
Hale in motion. Under pressure.
Yeah, everybody got jammed again.
It's okay, we'll just throw it into coverage.
Yeah.
And get 5 yards.
Puts the ball away, and
This is Madden 04 after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do more of this. See, I'm running plays that are in my playbook that have been in it for years that I, like, literally never use.
Uh-huh. Well, if you have time here, you should be able to, I would think, fit that one into the guy running the short route there.
Gets the pass off.
Yeah.
He hits his receiver.
See, that pattern seems to work well against zone defenses because you actually have time to turn around and start running up the field before the defenders can close in on you most of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Against man coverage, though, you basically don't have a chance to move. You catch the ball, and then you got a guy on your shoulders right away. Oh, he's going to try for a corner.
Tucks it away. Pressure coming. Looking for a receiver. Launches this
Well,
one to the
okay,
left.
that didn't quite work out, but okay.
It hit the receiver in the hands. He was running behind the guy, he just dropped it.
Yeah, the guy just managed to arrest his forward momentum and turn around and put a good hit on him, right?
Yeah. As one does.
Yeah, and then, of course, before the play can resume, they have to go and pick some of his cleats out of the turf, right?
Closing in. Throws it. And he hits his target. This offense having no trouble moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is having a lot of trouble stopping them. They can't seem to key on what they're doing and put an end to this drive.
The home team can regain the lead with a field goal. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
And you've been stalling out when you get inside the 20.
Yeah, every single time, huh?
Yep.
7th play of this drive. Man in motion.
Gotta admit, though, Madden 04 defense is not the pushover that the Madden 05 is, right?
It's mostly the pass rush is stronger.
Yeah.
And I guess it's harder to run.
The pass rush is stronger, and those wide defensive ends take away that outside running game quite a lot too, right?
Oh shit, I just threw it right at that guy.
Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that.
And that's
throw.
risky in this
One thing
game,
the
because in this
quarterback
game they
needs to
actually
do
will
is
pick
avoid
those off.
holding on
Yep.
to the ball too long. Once he starts feeling a little pressure,
Well,
he's gotta move
the
out of
drag
pocket
routes work
or get
okay
rid
in
of the
this
ball.
game too.
Calling an audible now.
If they drop off in a zone, you can like dump it in front of them.
With the pass. Incomplete
Yep.
pass.
You
Third
could have
and
dumped
long
it to
as
the guy
Red
running the
chooses
drag,
to keep
too.
this drive
Oh
going.
well.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense
Oh,
is
he's
making
going
big
play
plays when
action.
they need it.
Throwing it into double coverage, and now you're kicking the field goal again.
Oh,
You
shit.
just okay. Well, now you're gonna have to take a penalty because you don't have any
I
timeouts
hate.
left.
I'm gonna rearrange my playbook.
Number 19
I don't know if you can
is back
rearrange
to
those
punt.
or not. Even
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
You actually
Well,
can.
Now
'Cause
we're
this
going
is
to
max protect punt.
yeah, we're going to have to
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
let the clock run out, take the 5-yard penalty, and then kick the field goal.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're gonna have to break some habits that you have from
05.
Madden 05. I know it caught me a couple times too. And then I have to try and deal with the hot potato passing offense here in the last 2 minutes.
Penalty marker down on the field.
Okay, field goal.
I don't even know where field goal is in the damn playbook.
And you got plenty of legs, so don't worry.
The kick is up. The kick sails through.
Oh, there we go. We're winning by field goals.
9 points to their total.
Yeah.
3 field goals. Number 7 is just about ready to kick this one away.
Oh, you're gonna try kick off middle, are you?
All of that line. Great kick.
Yeah, I think that does seem to work better because what I found is kicking it to one side or the
They're
other.
going to need some good throws and good
It,
clock management here.
Oh, technically, this is also going to give me the most room to shank it too.
Ball on their own 20. Backing off.
Yeah, I guess, eh?
Going to the air on first down. He hits his receiver. He'll bring him down at the 31-yard line. They'll call this play at the line of scrimmage. The corners playing off a bit. Pressure with the throw. And he's forced out of bounds at the 44.
Oh well, that'll make the clock stop at least.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
Get the ball.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass.
You see that? He's jumping backwards while he throws this, right? Like
Yep.
look at this shit. Right? Like he's jumping backwards while he throws that.
Yep. Well, I think I've been jumping backwards a couple times too, though.
He's trying to get them back to the line. Backing off.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, look at this. We're gonna take a 5-yard penalty. I can't get back on side. You see that?
Yep.
Drops back, throwing.
That is so cheap.
Pass is completed.
That should be not possible. Like it should be impossible for that to happen.
Well, it's been a problem since I think Madden 03 and maybe even before.
Yeah. Well, somebody needs a slap in the mouth. I think.
You know, I didn't play the PlayStation 1 Maddens at all. I never played that generation. I made the hop straight from like Super Nintendo to
Coming, rolls
PS2
right.
for Madden.
He made the catch, but he was
well, that was so far out of bounds, he had like 3 feet out of bounds. So watch them rule it a catch.
They still have their
Yeah, really,
timeout,
eh?
so any type of play is possible on second down.
Get in there.
They'll go from the I formation.
I know I've got no deep zone over on the other side now on the left, but
Closing
all
in.
their receivers are on this side, so
McAllister
Yep.
is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 29-yard line.
They're going in the
Probably
goal
just see a
line.
handoff here.
yeah, they
They were
are.
able to save a
They're
few
going in the
timeouts,
goal
which is
line.
big.
Unlike
Because
Madden
now they can
05, they
bring
might
in the
actually
short
run the
yardage
ball
guys
here.
to get the first.
They're making some changes up front. It's the toss to the left on the carry.
Yep.
Sim just squeaks by the first down mark.
Is that their last
This is
time
what's
out?
hard for the
I think they've got
defense.
one more.
First half, and now when the offense runs a no huddle, they don't have much time to rest or regroup. That's why
They're
it'll
trying
be
their
big
hardest here.
If they can just hold them here. to a
Yeah,
field
well,
goal.
you know. The center jump. They do that here too.
Some things never change.
Yeah, the center jumps offside.
You know, I haven't seen if that happens in Madden 12 yet.
No?
So now it's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Hey, you'd think if the center jumped, it would result in some fumbles every game.
You'd
Drop
think.
back pass on first down. Under pressure. Throwing.
Yeah, get that clothesline in there.
2nd and 9 coming up here.
Okay, we need an audible to go to a different play on defense. Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with that.
Back to the field.
Get back on side. Hurry up.
Drops back. Steps up with the throw.
Somebody's offside again.
Hits his target.
Who?
The right end couldn't get back on side.
Oh,
Try to make the most of this red zone opportunity to add some points before we reach the half.
There's nothing I can do, right? When they do that kind of crap, you know, like really, there
It's
isn't
1st and
anything
10.
that I can do about it.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Tiger out. Eagle left.
Stingers line up in trips bunch.
Bust the drill, D.
With the pass. Incomplete pass.
I'm sure they'll have one of their receivers running near the sideline. And if they go to him, he's got to look upfield because he might be able to take it in for a score. If the defense thinks he's just going to run out of bounds.
The quarterback is back in the shotgun. To the end zone.
yeah!
Yep, threw it back to me. Oh, okay.
Oh, and then there's a face
Yeah,
mask
they
on
got a
top
face
of it.
mask on top of it, so there you
I'll
go.
tell you,
That
one
gives
thing
you a little
can't
more
do when you
room.
get in the red zone is turn the
All
ball
right.
over. You have to come
See,
away with some
either
sort of point.
they throw an interception
Approaching,
or
but
they
probably
score,
just run out
right?
the clock and go to the locker room with the lead. The offense gets ready to go following the interception. Number 1 sets up. Throwing on first down. Pressure. Throwing. He finds his man. John, he's
again?
An update from Melissa.
Oh, well.
As soon as the
Who's in
extent
there
of the
now?
injury is known.
Here's a spot
Probably
for
Santa
trying
Claus
to add
again.
the lead before the half
Is he
can
number
backfire.
9?
All it takes is one
Yep.
mistake, and it could be the defense that's scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw it hard to the
Okay,
sideline.
there's a trick to
so that no
watching
one
the
can jump the pass and
halfback
pick it off.
swing. You have to watch the right or left outside linebacker and see what he does, right?
Pressure coming. Gets rid of it.
Because that's easy yards, and I discovered that with almost any variant of the swing pass like that. You just watch the outside linebacker on the side that you're running that swing to, and if he gives you room out there, then you can complete it and make some nice yards on a really low-risk pass, right?
Only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field. Number 37. Setting up play action. It's batted away. The
Wow.
blocking broke down on that play, allowing the defender to get to the quarterback as he was releasing the ball.
He took a pretty big shot at the end of that play. They've been working on his timing at practice.
You got no timeouts and 15 seconds left, so basically, unless this play goes out of bounds or is an incomplete pass, then the clock will run out before you can call another play.
He surveys the field, gets the pass off. He hits
Yeah.
a powerful
Well,
arm, brings them a first down.
you're almost close enough to kick another field goal.
Yep.
Really let it go.
Another 10 yards, and you can kick another field goal. Just watch out in case they, watch out for that. Those defensive ends now. You won't be rolling out against them, I don't think.
Throwing on first down. Closing in. He's looking with the throw.
Oh, got out of bounds. Wow.
We'll
Look
just
at
do
this.
it again.
Yeah, now do you kick the field goal or do you try and score a touchdown?
I think we kicked the field goal.
Yeah, I think you got to do too. You just make sure you pick field goal.
Yeah, those corner routes barely work in Madden 05, but they're a lot more effective in this game.
Yeah.
Try the field goal. And it's on its way.
Well, there we go. We're going to beat them 3 points at a time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Team's total is 4 field goals. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
And I guess so long as I can keep those interceptions coming too, right?
From the 1-yard line.
Yeah, definitely. It seems to be easier to contain them if you just kick it right down the middle, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, too, I'm pursuing with the strafe button.
Yeah. Well, let's see how we did here in the game.
All right.
So the Stingers have thrown for 173 yards and thrown 3 interceptions. So there you go.
Yeah, they're really throwing a lot of interceptions.
And they've only run for 16 yards. They haven't made much of an effort to run the ball at all. But yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be the season of the leaky pass defense.
Well, you know what, though? You're getting interceptions.
Yeah, I'm getting interceptions, but that's the thing,
They'll
right?
throw for 500 yards and score no points because you'll get interceptions like crazy, apparently.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Anyway, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes. And in the first half, the Stingers threw for 173 yards.
Damn.
And ran for like 4 yards. They actually only handed the ball off 4 times in the first half.
Yep.
So they've passed something like they've thrown 38 passes or something like that, or made 38 pass attempts.
Yep.
And they've been in the red zone twice and are 0 for 2 because they threw interceptions both times to end those drives. So that's how it looks like things are going to go. They've amassed a lot of yardage and they look very impressive until they throw it to a guy in a red and green jersey. And hopefully that trend will continue. But right now, we're going to return the kickoff. And there you can see it. Right, 173 pass yards. And the big thing for us is
I'm passing.
Yeah, you're passing, but you have not turned the ball over, right? Yet.
We'll start this drive from.
Well, there's always a first for everything.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that it'll probably happen, especially if you're forced to pass a lot.
Number 9. Get set. Drops back under pressure. Scrambling.
Oh, you're out of control.
They closed on him very quickly.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys.
That being said, now they've sacked you 3 times.
He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play.
It's second down and a long way to go. Ball on their own 17.
Oh, you're going to try a run play now, huh?
Yep.
Calling an audible now. Hand it off to the back.
Well, like I said, in most cases, because of the spread line, you'll pick up a couple of yards up the middle.
The head coach feels that the secondary has not lived up to his expectations so far.
Nobody's secondary has lived up to expectations.
Slow the opposing offense down. We'll have to
Are
wait
you
and
really
see
going
how
to
they
try
play
play
in the
action
second
again?
half. Al?
Yep.
That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report.
Well, good luck.
They give it to the halfback. Pressure. Gets the pass off.
Oh.
The third down pass is dropped.
Well,
Good job getting
I got it to him, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
He just couldn't bring it in for the catch.
It didn't matter.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt.
Oh, God.
Here's the punt.
Well, that one's going
okay.
to go straight down the middle, too.
He fields the punt with room to run. And the offense getting ready to come back on the field.
It seems like when you screw up on a punt, they go down the middle instead of...
Just what he did.
I don't know how I've managed to get everything I've screwed up down the middle so far.
Yeah. Let's see who we've got here now. Whoops, wrong. Yeah. We probably have all the garbage players in again, hey? Yeah.
Well, you could always swap your safeties around again.
Yeah, we got our slow poke cornerback. Where's our other rookie here? He actually had a chance to start for a bit. He's got an interception. One of these guys does. Okay. Let's go with Hales for Smith. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. That way, at least we've got fast cornerbacks if we have to play with slow safeties. Right?
And we go back to the game. First and 10. Phillips gets set, using motion.
Lose it.
Will pass on first down. Pressure coming. Throws it on the money.
See that? That guy went into an interception animation there.
Yep. Well, on the bright side, though, he probably kept that guy from running to the outside, at least, by bumping into him.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, interceptions in this game are very, very high.
Throwing on first down. Closing in.
Damn it, I got...
One to the right.
Oh, look at that.
Picked off. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You know,
Another
he
couple
didn't
tries.
let the receiver make the catch either.
Yeah, well, see, they're trying to hit
Force the
that.
ball in,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're trying to force it in against coverage every time, right?
Shifting some personnel up front.
Oh, well, we'll back up a little bit.
Under pressure with the throw.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah.
That's rare in this
So he
game.
can't come up with
It
The receiver
happens.
just dropped it. I was watching him in practice the other day, and he didn't miss a ball. Looks like he just took his eye off that one.
Throwing short to the right.
Hurry up, get over there. Oh, come on. Oh.
He got
See
hurt.
side. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury
That's
is
one of
known.
our fast corners, too.
Yeah, god damn it.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Ah, the bright yellow.
Yeah, the bright yellow.
Keeps it. Gets the pass.
See
off.
that? How's that not a sack? How can he even throw a
Showed
completed
great
pass that way?
concentration on that reception.
Right?
The receiver
That should
has
be
that ability to
automatically
make
either
even
an
the toughest
incomplete pass or an
receptions look
interception or something, because there's no way that should even be possible.
Stingers come out with the receivers bunched on both sides.
That kind of thing annoys me.
Well, that kind of thing, what ends up happening in Madden 05 is you hit the receiver in the ass with it, usually.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be absolutely, totally guaranteed an incomplete pass, right? It should not even be possible to complete a pass that way.
And then they hand it off, and he cuts back. It's wide open with a lot of green to the end zone.
They're going for it.
Yes, I know. That's why I lined up in this alignment here.
Moves in motion. The defense is shifting. Hand it off to the back.
That's my goal line in this particular format.
Like, in the end zone when you have 4 tries.
Big time drive there. Touchdown to take
anyway, that one was a result of cheese, I think.
It's going to be up to them.
First, that swing pass where the guy was covered, and he just ran away from that guy. And then that cheesy, like extremely cheesy pass. Like, wow.
Getting anything going. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 25.
Well, they're up to 204 yards passing now. I didn't get an interception that time, so I couldn't stop them, right?
Pressure, throws it. This one falls incomplete. Atkins just made a great defensive
I just couldn't fit it in that gap there.
Yeah. Well, that safety either didn't drop off as fast as you thought he would, or he was doing something else other than deep zone, right?
There in position to knock the pass away or force an interception.
The home team using motion. Pressure coming. Looking for an option with the throw. Down upcoming after that incomplete pass. It's 3rd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 25. Looks like he's changing the play. Surveying the field with the pass incomplete. He's having a tough time getting anything going on this drive.
You have to give credit to the defense out there. Those last few times he dropped back to throw, he didn't look comfortable. And that's because they did a good job of confusing him with their schemes and their coverages.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt.
Well, you didn't screw that one up, at least.
Here's the kick. Blocking begins to form downfield. This could be big. A good return on that punt.
Yep.
Still got a good return, though.
Away from getting
Yeah.
into the open field and turning this one into a huge return.
Yeah, it's
difficult to get those out of bounds punts.
Yeah,
too.
it's also those guys seem to be able to run and catch up to the ball.
Yeah, they move a little faster than they used to.
Yeah. Holy cow, they're actually going to run the ball here. Huh.
Well, of course, they had good success at it now.
Not only does he get a nice gain, he also picks up a 1st down.
They line up in the I formation. Looking upfield. Great fake. Throwing. This one falls incomplete. He just couldn't bring that one in.
He got open and the quarterback fouled.
Well, he didn't catch it, probably because he had a guy hanging off him.
It's
Yeah,
2nd
probably.
down and 10 to go. Stingers line up in the bunch formation. Dropping back. Passing to the left. On the money.
See that? That guy is just literally too slow to keep up with him, right?
Yeah, that was a bad pursuit angle, too.
Yeah.
That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's
It wasn't even
exactly
really
what
that
you're
he's
gonna
too
get.
slow. It's just he took the wrong angle there. A really bad angle.
Yep.
They'll go from the I formation.
But then again, too, the thing is, after one season in Madden 05, all of these guys would have 99 awareness. In Madden 04, that's not the case.
Holding on by less than a field goal. Gets the pass off.
Wow.
So that play goes for about 6.
That could have been an interception.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was not.
2nd and 4.
He can left. Here comes the heat.
It's a sneak.
Oh,
He calls his own number.
didn't you think it's a bit much to call a sneak at the 5-yard line?
Yeah, that might be a bit far.
Only one man back. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, look at that. I stopped them.
Yep.
Like they just collapsed on that play.
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap of the ball.
That's one thing I found, too, is that the standard goal line defense in this game doesn't really work any better than it does in Madden 05 either. Which is why I either invented my own, or I'm playing like 3-4 or something like that, right?
What a great game so far. Only one score separates them, and there's still plenty of time left.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time left for them to reach 30 points.
He had no room for a return and called for the fair catch.
See, remember how I told you that in Madden 05, we need you to score 20 points for us to win?
Yeah.
Well, in Madden 04, we need you to score 30 points to win.
Oh, man, you might be asking a bit much from me.
Well, that's how it is, right? Because when the only way I can stop them from getting points is to get interceptions, it's yeah, that's the way. It's very hard to keep the score lower than that, right?
Fired in there so hard, I think he left smoke in the ball.
Especially because they threw 38 passes, or they made 38 pass attempts in one half of football. I'm looking at 70 to 80 pass attempts a game, right? And even if they only complete half of them, they're going to amass a tremendous amount of yards. Just from sheer volume, right?
And we go back to the game. Calling an audible now.
Get in there.
To the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. This one
You got to look at your curl guy on the left there a little more, too.
Actually, when that guy was playing that slant to the inside, I tried to throw it to the outside, but it just didn't work.
Yeah. No, I think in this game, too, you got to throw to the guys who are, like, really wide open, if possible. Like, you know, he had no defender within 5 yards of him, so you had the best chance to complete that.
Alderman in motion. Under pressure, he surveys the field, gets the pass off with the adjustment. He made a quick read and got rid of it.
Well, if you could go with a quarterback sneak here.
That's actually what we're going to do.
Yeah. Because that's what I found is that I had to resort to, too, is throwing a lot of those little short curls and things like that. Because the pass rush gets to you so fast that that's just about sometimes the only thing that you can complete, right? Although this might have a shot if Hales can catch. He's at least got one-on-one coverage.
Number 9 with a man in motion.
Got jammed.
Surveys the field, rolling out to his right with the pass.
Oh, look at that. You got it to him anyway.
It's a linebacker covering him, man.
Yeah.
Hale catches a floater for the first
I'm not
down.
going to let that opportunity go to waste.
You don't want to drop those
Are you kidding
passes
me?
for a sure first down.
Yeah, boy, he got jammed real good there, but then
Number 9 sends a man in motion.
see if they're playing zone here, look for Swift on that little curl underneath.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the throw, he finds his man. He threw that one underneath.
You're not going to get a real big gain, but 5 yards, there's nothing wrong with that,
Always
right?
take what the defense
Yep.
gives you.
And it's basically, that's what your running game is in this game, in my opinion, is that short passing game, right? And this time, if you roll out, if you do have an opportunity to pull the ball down and scramble, you can probably score a touchdown yourself. Although Jones on the left there looks pretty good. It doesn't look like there's anybody covering him.
Dropping back, pressure coming, guns it to the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah.
There was somebody covering him. They just didn't do a very good job.
They were just badly out of position.
Do we know if the pooch punt or the pooch kick
Yes, it
works
does.
in this game?
Yes, it does. I've been using it.
Number 7 comes into a.
It's funny, but I didn't actually think the issue would come up in this game.
Yeah, it works.
And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. And so the offense is able to drive the majority of the field and finish with a touchdown.
Yeah, the offense kept taking and taking.
You know what
The
I might have
defense
to add
kept
to this
giving and
playbook?
giving till they finally got the touchdown.
I've got an old shotgun 5 wide receivers play I used to use in
Oh
Madden
my
04.
God. Sacrilege.
Yeah.
For you, anyway. I don't think I've ever actually seen you run a play out of a shotgun.
From the 1.
But yes, I like shotgun 5 wide receivers. I use
it's not for that. It's mostly just there's an exploit that you can do to kind of throw corner routes underneath streets.
Oh, yeah?
Backing off.
I'm not sure how well it will work with our modified sliders, though. We'll have to see how it works. But basically what you can do is you have 2 outside receivers on the side with 3 wide receivers run streaks.
Oh, look at that. See? Holding. Yes, we will accept that penalty.
Right, because you've got the 3 receivers on that side. You have the 2 outside ones run streaks, and the 1 inside one run a 5-yard corner, and you can basically throw the 5-yard corner with impunity.
Get a good jump. Sometimes the only thing you can do to protect a quarterback.
And then when they get
is grab
jammed, you
hold
just
of
throw it down the
somebody's
field
jersey.
at
Yeah.
some random player. Pick a player.
First and long here.
You'll figure it out.
Lead backs them up.
Is that all you got? You got
Well,
Surveying the field.
he's going to throw this one a mile down the field.
And at a guy.
I thought that was about.
Yeah, well, I was playing 4 deep zone there, so
I'm pretty sure that guy reached the end of his route and just started running around.
And he had
Probably.
right there.
Stingers come out in the bunch formation. The corners are backing off.
ooh,
Excuse you.
yeah.
That's all you. Man, no, no.
Takes the pass.
That one was so hot potatoed even the receiver couldn't
Yeah, well,
get
see,
to
look
it.
at that. Like, that guy basically just came through there cleanly, right? He got through so fast, the halfback couldn't even respawn to stop him.
Yeah, you actually still got a hit on the quarterback.
Yep, still got a hit on the quarterback. But that is what I expect to see happen when you get that kind of pressure.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect to see a fishy completed pass.
I don't think that pass actually even hit the receiver until after it hit the ground.
So it's 3rd down and long. Ball on their own 17. Phillips scans the defense from the gun.
We're going to take a chance. We'll play some zone defense here.
Dun dun dun.
Throws it.
Because This is part of my theory, though, and it's something that I've found seems to work a lot of the times, is this guy right here is going to be unblocked, right? There is no one who can pick him up because I'm blitzing this linebacker, and I'm also bringing the 4 defensive linemen.
Yep.
So I've simply got them outnumbered over on this side. And because he doesn't have, even though this sort of, they got a little Walmart blocking going on here.
That guy, if that guy crosses the line of scrimmage,
Yeah, if he crosses the line of scrimmage without
Quarterback hot potatoes.
without an assigned blocker to him, quarterback hot potatoes the pass out there.
you know, I wonder if that was why. Because I have the nickel 3-3-5 type scheme that I run, which is basically designed to get people around the outside for free.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's part of the success that I found.
Yeah, but you'll notice though that I've got these guys playing zone defense, but I've positioned them in very specific positions because this here
Is a passing lane.
is a passing lane. This is where a hot potato pass will go, right? There's about usually 3 different places, so you know, like basically on both sides out here or into the flats,
Yeah.
right?
Very rarely you'll find one on the hash
occasionally
marks.
you'll find one over the middle, but it takes a little bit longer for those pass routes, even short ones, to develop.
Yep.
So unless it's a corner or a tight end running a streak up the hash mark or something like that. But generally speaking, that's why I try to position my defenders so that they are standing in that area. So if the quarterback hot potatoes the ball out of there, then I've got a chance to at least get a hand on it or maybe get an interception, right?
Yep.
Going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt.
Because I've discovered that playing it straight
Catch called for.
just doesn't work in this game. For me,
Concentrate
anyway.
and
Like
call
if I
the
play
ball.
man coverage, a man-on-man matchup, usually the defender will lose. So if you're going to play man coverage, usually I do that just when I'm trying to prevent them from getting a big play, basically, right? Okay, watch for that halfback swing again.
Play here on first
Yep,
down.
it's there.
Pressure with the pass. The 40. Down he
And the
goes.
nice thing about it is if you have a decent blocker running the deeper pattern on the outside there, sometimes you can get him to block that corner so you can pick up good yards, right?
Pick up some
Yep.
nice yardage too.
It's 1st and 10.
That halfback swing is going to be your new stretch run. Because I noticed that the AI plays a lot of partial man coverages too, where you'll end up with usually the running back uncovered if there's only 4 guys.
Pressure coming with the throw. And he makes
So
the
what
catch.
happened there is they were playing a partial man and they were playing
43-yard
zones.
line.
But the 2 receivers you had on the right side of the formation kind of froze that linebacker that was playing the zone there so that you can throw that swing pass, right?
Gives you an advantage, and you can make big plays like that.
Which is
This guy
another
loves
reason
to
why I
hit
play a
the
lot of
defenders, make them close in
man-to-man
for the
coverage and a
He
lot of
says he hits
5-man
coming,
coverage
lowers his
because
shoulder, and then boom.
those swing
Defender's
passes to the
left
running
laying there
backs
in
are
his
just
back.
too easy if you allow them, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, play action again.
Looking to run it here.
Oh,
They'll go
throw it to
play
him.
fake.
Yeah.
Great throw. The 20.
Oh!
And he's
Oh, he lost his balance and couldn't
6-yard
quite stay in.
Nice execution
And you
on
were
that play
worried.
call.
Yeah, I was
Play
worried. but-
almost perfect. The only thing
Is that
they
the
didn't do
play
was score.
action? Like that
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
play action quick hits.
Yeah, you just modified the
Blocking
one,
on
yeah.
the one, this guy.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
corner route. And actually, I modified the other corner route too,
Yeah.
slightly.
Yeah, that play in Madden 05 is actually a pretty effective play too. Play action quick hits.
So it's 1st and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
But yeah, it definitely helps if you have your tight end stay into pass block instead of doing that thing where he kind of wanders out and tries to screen block for the other wide receiver, right?
Dropping back, closing in, looking for a receiver, buying time with the throw.
Oh,
Looking for the touchdown on first down.
don't waste
Couldn't get
that.
it to his target.
Wow.
Just didn't have the right play out there.
Yeah.
5th play of this drive. Man in motion.
Yeah, this looks a little bit better. You throw it to Alderman underneath, probably, since they're playing a zone here.
Under pressure, surveying the field. Gets the pass off.
And he can get within quarterback sneak distance anyway.
That was one heck of a throw. You could see him setting for the pass, then boom, it was gone.
Directing traffic. Keeps it. Touchdown. Home team.
There we go.
So there you go, folks. We're both kind of learning this as we go because I don't think you've played offense in Madden 04 in a long time.
No, it's been a very long time.
And I haven't actually played a lot of defense in Madden 04 in a long time either, right? So I can remember now how much of a struggle that was, though.
And it's up. And the extra point is good. A good-looking drive, and they score the touchdown. And the offensive unit should be very pleased with their performance on that one.
The thing that most impressed me about that last drive was the offensive line. They did a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, keeping their quarterback healthy and on his feet. A strong offensive line is the first and most important component.
Yeah, I think kicking it off down the middle gives you a little bit more room in case you screw up.
Yeah, that too.
As well as it seems to be easier to contain them too, right?
Whereas in Madden 05, you could almost give up a touchdown, kicking it off down the middle.
Yeah, almost. Look at this. They came out in something and then they audibled to something else. Do you see that?
The air on first down. He's looking, launches it deep to the left.
Well, that's out of bounds.
He was
Yeah.
out of bounds.
If you get the ball to the receiver, he's usually
So
gonna make the catch.
sneaky,
Not much he
eh?
can do if he has to catch the ball out of bounds. Though.
Yeah, so sneaky.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 18.
Lose it.
Throws it. With
Well.
the catch. Johnny has great touch.
Now you say, what's his strength? What does he do best? Well, you can see it right there. It's his accuracy that puts this guy on a whole nother level.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. They line up in the I formation. Cross play to the right. And
Oh, come on, get over there. Get it. Yeah.
You can bet that they'll be concentrating on ball control practice.
All right. You know, we could work on the run game now.
Maybe, yeah.
Following the turnover now, it's first and 10.
Stay guys. Easy left. Set. Now you
Hand it off to the back.
Oh, he's so slow to turn.
Carries the
Yeah,
ball for
that's okay.
384
You still made
yards.
some yards there. See, I found you can't, it's not that you can't run outside, but I found that pretty well all running plays basically net much more
Well,
modest.
that one wasn't so much that. I think Ayana Kone must have a lower agility because he turned like a boat.
Yeah.
Quarter of play.
Like, oh my god, did he turn like a boat.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is that, you know, like, all running plays seem to work a little better in a way, but you tend to get more modest gains. You don't get the big, you know, 15, 20-yard runs like you are used to getting in Madden 05, right?
Yards on the ground for the fullback.
Running is more of a thing that you do when you're trying to protect a lead rather than, you know, as a staple like it is in Madden 05.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
16. 94.
On the call.
I just ran around that guy.
Yep.
He tried to fill that gap, so I went to another one.
It was well executed.
I didn't
They
care.
hit their blocks and the back
I
found
can
the
still
right
run.
hole to get down
Yep.
the field and pick up a first down.
That's exactly what we're going to do now.
You've doubled them up on the time of possession so far.
I don't know how. I've been passing so goddamn much.
Well, it's because when they have the ball, Like, if it weren't for the accelerated clock, they would be running plays with 30 seconds left on the play clock, right?
Yeah, they run plays as fast as they can.
Like yeah, exactly. They can run like 4 plays a minute, right? Easily. And more than that if they throw incomplete passes or have plays that go out of bounds, right?
Play of this drive. Number 9, directing traffic.
And that's not even when they're hurrying up. That's just, you know, like at their regular play calling pace.
On the carry. Sensi didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job
Oh, well.
anticipating the snap count.
You got the wind at your back anyway. If you don't make a first down here, you can always kick another field goal.
To keep them off balance.
That I can.
Draw them off
Yep.
sides.
Oh, you're going to try the play action thing again, are you?
Been working well so far.
Somebody's going to be double covered over there.
Looking to run it here. Play action. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, you got it to him anyway.
Yeah, throw it off your back foot.
Yeah.
Shows you his arm strength on that pass.
What a throw.
Well, now you can run the ball some
Everything
more.
he had
Huh?
into that one.
Playing with the lead here and where you are on the field, I'd probably only pass on third down, really.
Tackles that's helped him to this total. And this is the 7th play of this drive.
But you see, I like the posture that the defense takes better in this game because they don't really telegraph what they're doing either, right?
Number 37.
Wow, that was horrible blocking.
Yeah.
Through the middle, but they got pounded for
That
a
was
loss.
absolutely ridiculous horrible blocking.
These guys to
Yep.
call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap.
But you see what I mean, though, right? Like, they don't telegraph what they're doing the way they do in Madden 05. You can't really tell.
Number 9. See something in the defense.
Sensi's one of the rookies.
Yep, but we're just running this to keep the clock running.
Yeah.
Sensi.
But you see what I mean? Like, the defensive linemen play well, right? Like, that guy was able to move over and shut the gap down. But you don't have people bursting unblocked through the line to stop you for a loss all the time like you do in Madden 05, right? I'm not saying this game doesn't have its warts too, but in some ways it's actually better than Madden 05.
They have to start scoring touchdowns once they get inside the 20-yard line.
Yes, they do, but maybe if they told Jones to run an in.
Looking for a receiver. Can't bring him down.
Yeah, just get in there.
That's a perk of having the 99 rated quarterback with the 99 break tackle.
Yep.
He gets off the tackle and goes the rest of the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, the running controls are not anywhere near the same as they are in Madden 05. When you hit the sprint button, you basically turn like a boat in this one.
Yep. One of the hazards of using the sprint button, I guess.
Even when you have 99 agility.
I missed the ball cover button, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that was nice.
Whether it's your special teams or defense, it sets you up with great.
I guess you'd have to try
Your
spins.
job as an offense is to take advantage
Or
of it.
jukes.
And they did it
Yeah,
right there.
I don't like using those moves, though, because I think they increase the risk of a fumble.
All of that one, a great kick. He decides not to return this one.
Yeah, with the wind at our back now, we'll get those touchbacks.
At the 20.
Well, we'll play a little bit of man under 2 here and back everybody up.
Passing on first down. Flings it to the outside.
See what I mean? Even though that guy had man coverage on him,
Going to the air,
he still
that
couldn't
was
keep up to him, right?
The backs are lined up in an eye. Hand it off to the back. The 40.
This defense is getting run over.
Well, I managed to score 30 points, I guess.
1 yard.
Yeah,
to
you
go.
did. Basically, I just have to, it's my job now to try and slow them down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throws it. No
Fingernail.
problem picking up the first.
Well,
Yeah, you know, we
that
talk about
that
putting a ball
that
on a guy.
linebacker that we have in
Quarterback
there
put that
now,
ball
he's
on the
kind of a
receiver
slowpoke
perfectly.
too, right?
Well, he's still got the fingernail in, though.
Yeah.
They'll go from the I formation. Sid. They'll go with a play fake. Throws out to the left. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
Well, I guess we could probably credit that drop to the second stringers probably being out there.
Yeah, probably.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Come on, partner. Get in there, lad.
Phillips gets set. Pressure with the pass.
Well, there was a chance for
Very
one.
lucky that was
Yep.
intercepted.
Yet another one.
That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense.
You know
He
what?
lets it go as an
I'm just
incomplete
going to,
pass rather than an interception.
I'm going to run that again.
Stingers line up in trips bunch.
Give it all you got.
With 1 man and 4 men deep.
The offense has been
Might wanna
stepping it up
shade
on
your zones
third
the other
down
way.
all day.
Looking for an option. Throws it.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Tight end was right
No,
there.
because if they throw it down the middle like
I
that,
don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
Come on, get up.
Uses the punt. With the throw.
my God, I had 2 unblocked guys coming,
I'll tell you, this
right?
has to be frustrating.
Yep.
Watch here, as it's a great
At this
situation
point,
for the
though, all
defense.
I'm doing is
They
I'm
get
just
down,
trying
they're about
to
get the
make
ball
them
back.
take as much
Then all
time
of a
as
sudden, he
possible.
drops back to pass, and
You know,
boom,
like
you're
I'm
moving
not
the
under
chain,
any
and you
illusion
get
here
the
that
whole
I'm
new
going to
set of
prevent
downs.
them from scoring.
He tucks it away. Pressure coming.
Oh, look, I got a sack.
Nice.
Wow.
Brings the quarterback down.
That's a rare one. Well,
Yeah.
see, he was in a throw animation. He just couldn't get rid of it fast enough.
Yep.
You got in there so fast, he
Now they're
couldn't
looking
even
at
hot
second
potato
and
it.
long after the sack.
See, the reason I shade the two, because I've got the man coverage on this side already, right?
Drops back. Gets rid of it.
There's an interception.
Free. The 40. He shows
See, and
some-
underneath what I'm doing, I'm just playing 3 men zone underneath, right? Like I've got a flat zone here,
Yep.
and the defensive end here just drops off to fill the middle zone,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a flat zone here. And then I got man-to-man coverage on this guy, and then 4 deep zone with the deep zone shaded over this way, right?
Yep.
But that's why you play your flat zones, I guess.
Pretty much.
It gives you the opportunity for stuff like that.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
That's the same guy that got beat on one of the plays earlier
Following
this
the
this
interception,
in this
it's
game.
now first
Ah.
and 10.
So now that's 4 interceptions for me in this
Sees something in
game, right?
defense.
Catch the ball, man.
They give it to the halfback, breaking through.
There's a good run.
Yeah, that time I didn't press the sprint button at all either, though,
Picked
Yeah.
up on the ground.
until I
Well,
got around my last blocker.
Yeah, it pays to keep your thumb off of that button, even though it's tempting to
Looks
do
like
it.
he's calling an
Well, it's a lot different because even a high agility running back and even like 99 agility Santa Claus here can't turn on a dime when sprinting.
Yeah.
Aimed it off to the back.
Which is a lot different than how it is in Madden 05. If you have a high agility running back, then you can, in fact, turn while sprinting.
Yeah. See that? They've run 62 plays in 18 minutes.
To be fair, we've run like a ridiculous number too.
Yeah.
Hand it off. Gain of 2.
Well, 3rd and 5. Well, you're 50% so far on third down.
Looks like he's changing the play. Closing in with the pass.
They don't cover that well.
No,
in this
that
game.
behavior is still there too, where the guy
It's
turns
worse.
the guy turns toward the inside of the field.
Yeah, but it's worse in this game.
Yeah, but you know what they have that is the solution to that, though, is the jam coverage is extremely effective in this game, right?
Well, I've noticed they don't seem to jam the tight end when he's standing in that position. I wonder if that's a trick.
Maybe.
I haven't seen that yet this game. And there's no two hands button.
Well, maybe you can challenge it, though, because he might have hit the ground and then the ball
I think
got...
it was a fumble. I think that came out cleanly.
Oh, well, we got the timeout to spare. You might as well challenge it just in case.
Here is whether one of his knees hit the ground before the ball came out.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, I think he landed on the ground and then the ball came out.
Wow, you have better eyes than me. I
Well,
thought it was
I
a
don't know.
legit fumble.
Like I said, though, you can't really tell by looking at the animations in this game. Yep,
Yes.
it is. Right? You can't tell because that other pass that you challenged earlier in the game, I thought that was legitimately a completed pass, right? Because by the looks of it, the guy was dragging his feet and everything else, but then they ruled it an incomplete pass anyway, right?
Using motion.
Oh, look at that. You got two guys moving at the same time, eh?
Yeah, it's because this is built out of the single back big.
Hand it off to the back.
They're not just
And that
gonna
time I
give
ran
up
into
on
the
the
ass of
run,
my
no matter
blocker.
how
That was kind of my
ineffective
fault.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll face a long third down here.
A long third down.
Stingers come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs.
We'll see. Bust this wheel, D. Hit him low.
Drops back with the pass. And this
Oh,
pass is
yeah.
completed. Number 9 flung that pass in there.
Well, that's
You
pretty
got it in there
routine.
in a hurry,
Yep.
and they pick up enough for a first down.
He sees something in the defense.
Snake out. Fire out.
Receives the handoff. Touchdown.
Hey,
We
you
got a
got
rushing
You got
touchdown.
a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, he knew where he wanted to go, and he got there.
I think the fullback running game is the way it's going to be in this game.
Number 7 comes in to attempt the
Just
point
because of
out.
the way that they're positioned.
Well, I found that, like, even I can run out of, like, various I formations and single back and that kind of thing sometimes as well.
So they were able to
It's just
do
that
their
the gains that you get are somewhat more modest, right, generally
Those are the
speaking.
kind of touchdowns you have to get. Because if the defense forces a field goal or a turnover,
They're not
it's really
inflicting
effective for the other
losses
team.
on you every other play, but they
Momentum the
just
other way.
are a little more of a bend but don't break kind of a thing, I guess. You know?
He got all
We're
of
almost kicking
They want
field
a shot
goals
at this
here.
one. They gotta put
Almost.
something together on this drive.
Well,
There just isn't much time left.
let's see here.
the corners playing back.
Hawkeye right. Hit the ball. You know what?
They like that shotgun with all the receivers loaded up on one side quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah, well, it creates mismatches in zone coverage, I think.
2:50 now.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go.
Well, except that I'm not really going to be playing any zone cover. We're not playing any zone coverage here.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 32.
Back off, DB. Let's go. Come on. Yeah.
From the gun. Dropping back to pass on 1st down.
See a hot potato there, eh?
Yep.
Can't draw it up any.
I'm not sure how that guy even got turned around on time. Wow.
Let's get
But
back
there's
to the
no
action
defense
on the
against
field.
that type of pass, right? Unless you play a zone defense and you have a guy standing in the path of the ball.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass.
Well, at
They're
least
gonna make the
Styles got back
quarterback
on
keep
side.
throwing, because it's the only way that they have a shot at coming back.
Wow, I scored 40 points in this game.
Yes, you did.
Ball on their own 40.
You did a great job.
I never score 40 points.
You did a great job. I told you what was needed, and you delivered.
Gets the pass off.
To be fair, you gave me like 3 extra chances with interceptions so far.
That's just the kind of play they've come to expect.
See, I'm just running that same prevent play. It's a mirror of what I was running. But you'll notice that the defensive line is shifted to the other side, right?
And they need every second on the clock to try and make a comeback.
He overthrew the target.
I wonder if that one slipped out
Well,
of his
now
hand.
it's 4th down.
Target.
Yeah, look at that.
Stingers line up in trips bunch. Looking for a receiver.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
that's a completion. Oh, no,
Nope,
it's not. He
He dropped it.
He had no choice but to go for it.
But they're in one of those 4-down situations. They're trying to get something going. It's just that nothing's working.
This one is just about in the book. Looks like he's changing the play.
16, yellow, 74, 58, yellow, 25.
One thing, though, at least you don't have all that goddamn hand waving and stuff like that going on when you...
Oh, fumble.
That one's definitely a fumble.
Great play by the
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, they were right there.
That's got to be scripted. That guy has 86 carrying.
Which would put an end to this game right now.
Well, we'll just go back to playing prevent here, and maybe we'll even back these guys up a little.
Pass on first down. Throwing.
Ooh.
This pass is incomplete.
Hey.
The defense should focus on keeping the receiver from getting to the sideline. Because as soon as he catches the ball, that's where he's going to want to go with it.
You got it.
Gets the pass off. Perfect pass. In that pass,
What an amazing catch.
Well, I think his momentum probably carried him out, right?
The corners are backing off.
Okay, we'll put them all over on that side.
He hits his receiver. Phillips is nearing the 300-yard mark in passing. He's rushing the offense back to the line.
Come on, get out there.
Looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it. Great pass. Good-looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. They're going to keep it moving here. They're heading straight to the line. Arizona calls a timeout.
Now they're going to call a
They have
timeout.
2 timeouts left.
Well, if I get the ball back again, I'll be able to kneel probably.
Yep.
With the way this is going now. That's the only reason I even ran that run play is because I couldn't kneel yet.
Well, I would say that they are probably going to score some points here, and I'd probably have very little to say about it, but...
They'll pass on first down. Gets the pass off.
Well, except for that.
John,
Yeah.
How they didn't pick that one off.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand. Okay, they got to keep throwing downfield to move the
Well, we'll
chain.
bring a little bit of a
Keep it
blitz here and
moving
see if
to
we
a
can
minimum.
get something going here. We'll swing all those guys that way, too.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. And it's complete. You saw them drop back in coverage, then just threw a strike.
Yeah, he made the right read and found the open man. That's a nice play.
The defense is shifting.
Wow, hey, trips again
7th play of this
on that side.
Yep.
Okay. We'll put them all on that side again.
Takes the grab. He's looked very good all day, picking up over 300 yards through the air.
Come on,
I like to
Styles,
hurry
get
up
back
here.
on side.
Change your pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Pressure with the throw.
Come on, push them out.
Slips the tackle.
Wow.
Steamrolls the defense.
See, that's a big thing, right?
That'll move the chain.
You know, like that guy should have been able to at least give that guy a shove.
Yep. But he couldn't.
But he couldn't. And that's rough.
Only one man in the backfield. Dropping back, pressure coming, throws to the end zone.
There's an interception in the end zone by the grumpiest elf.
Yep. Well, he's got a great catching rating though too.
Yep. Well, that's why he's out there, right? That's why when I was house cleaning, I kept him because he got like 8 or 9 interceptions last season, right? Even under your guidance.
Yeah, that was basically just dumb luck. Because I don't have a defense that gets interceptions, but I get interceptions in this game.
Well, I got 5 in this game.
That's insane.
But again, though, I'll probably finish dead last against the pass.
Well, I think we have the interception
yardage-wise.
rate turned down too. So you got
Yeah.
5 interceptions with an interception rate turned down.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, when you look at the amount of passing yardage that they got close to 400 yards passing, right?
I wonder if they might have got 400 yards.
Oh, yeah. Because they had close to 200 at halftime. You didn't throw any interceptions.
I almost did. I probably should have. I did hit a guy in the hands once. But as we found out, you can throw 70 some odd passes a game and still run play action.
Yep.
I felt like the AI out there.
All that being said, you did manage to muster 70 yards on the ground.
70 yards.
Yeah, they got 359 passing yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
25 first downs, but they committed 6 turnovers. And they were 2 for 6 in the red zone. You were only 77% in the red zone.
Yep.
And you doubled them on time of possession. So anyway, we'll have a look at a little bit of passing statistics here. So it looks like one Santa Claus kind of struggled. I think that was at the beginning of the game when you were kind of getting your feet wet a little bit, though, right?
Might have been, yep.
Yeah. And you had a long pass of 41 yards.
Well, the difference with this game is you can just kind of force balls in there in this game.
Yeah.
As long as you lead them well most of the time.
Well, you managed to accumulate some rushing yards here in the second half, at least. And that will probably come along a little bit, too. And this guy is your star receiver, Travis Taylor.
Somehow.
He was last year, too. He was the best receiver on the team. Right?
Well, this ended up being a lot more pass-oriented than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you completed a lot of passes to a lot of players. But only 1 touchdown to Oliver Jones. And you had 5 drops, which is not bad for the number of passes that you threw, actually.
Yeah, how many did I throw? Like,
well, 52.
Jeez.
Yeah. If you threw 52 passes, and so 16, we'll call those 29 rushing attempts, right?
That is a very disturbing fact.
Yep, got a few pancake blocks.
It's a good thing I'm not going to be playing offense in Madden 05 soon.
Yeah.
This would screw me up.
So, there we go. We got 1 sack from George McAllister, left outside linebacker. And we got 2 interceptions from that guy. And 1 from him, and 1 from him, and 1 from him. Lots of pass deflections too, though, right? Look at that. He had 4.
Yo, that's a result of I tuned the knockdown slider to try to replicate Madden 05 behavior,
Yeah.
and it's not quite the same, but they do at least try.
Yeah. And you were 4 for 4 on field goals. And
I mean, if you think about it, you should probably get that many knockdowns if the guy throws almost 70 passes a game.
yeah, and look at that. Your rookie punter there, he did a pretty good job. 38.6 net average.
Might have been helped by the pooch punt.
Maybe, but you know what? He had a long one of 61 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that big long third down punt, actually, I guess I should say.
So we got a little bit of... We didn't get any punt returns because we couldn't get any blocking. Punt return. So the Stingers, well, this guy, he didn't do so well. He got an 18.2 quarterback rating, completed 7 of 14 passes. See, they threw 67 passes.
Yep.
Right? So they threw more passes than you did.
That's because all they do is pass.
And they completed like 52% of their passes. But their sort of gross passing yardage, I guess, is, you know, like 360 yards, right? And on the surface, it looks like real leaky pass defense until you look at this figure right here.
Yeah, the interceptions.
And rushing, well, they, I guess this guy apparently tried to run. Yeah, he tried to run a sneak or something, right?
Yeah, he did run a sneak, actually, from
so-
up the 5-yard line.
So yeah, we'll say then we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They actually ran the ball 10 times in this
Oh,
game.
no, not 10 times.
Yeah. And it looks like out of those 60-some, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 drop passes out of like 68 or whatever it was. So that's not bad, considering that they, you know, were completely, totally pass happy. But look at that, only 4 tackles for a loss. 3 sacks. And only 3 pass deflections, too. And if 1 or 2 of those were mistakes you made where you actually hit a player in the hands,
yep.
Well, you know what? You didn't do that nearly as often as the AI quarterback did.
Well, the funny thing about that, too, is we've got the AI's defensive sliders cranked way up, too, right?
Yeah. They made 1 field goal.
Because they actually use the same sliders that we do.
So their punt returns, they had a long punt return of 10 yards. So, you know, even when a couple of those punts looked like they went awry and they got a bit of a run back, well, it wasn't as bad as it looked. So there we go. We got the first exhibition game of Season 2 in the books. And I think we still have a few question marks, but...
well,
for the
you know
most
what?
part,
We're going to be working things out, because, right?
yeah, I think things worked out okay, at least for our first exhibition game.
Indeed.
And we beat the Stingers 40-16.
A blowout.
Well, it was close at halftime, though, and I think that, you know, the game probably, the result got a little skewed by the fact that we both had all of our garbage players in the second half, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But anyway, I guess that's it until next time.
I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas indeed.